All right, hello. We're back. It's another Saturday night. Welcome back, everyone. We're working on this Tama 2 some more tonight. Hopefully, finishing that up before the end of the stream tonight. Because I really need to get on the customization part. We're down to like 4 weeks for the redacted contest and such. And tonight we're giving away an MG Banshee Verka, so that's exciting. Got not one but 2 backup prizes now, thanks to everyone over the last couple streams with the super chats and super thanks and that kind of stuff. So just as a reminder, if you do any of those things, any revenue from that does go directly back into the pool for extra prizes and things like that above and beyond, such as if the main prize is won early, things like that. Also probably be drawing with a lower number range for this first few draws tonight, actually, so the odds of winning that prize earlier are going up. I'm going to jump into the chat and say hello like I usually do. Before I do, though, a couple other quick things to remind everybody about. Number one, if you enjoy these streams, do hit that like button. Helps other people see the stream. Hit subscribe if you don't, although if you're here right at the beginning, you probably already subscribed, so thanks for that. And then finally, we do have like a dual sale going on this weekend. You can save 15% on select items, and it's a huge collection, like 195 items or something, so a lot of good stuff in there. You can use code 4th15, 4TH15 for that, and that goes all the way through July 4th, midnight Eastern on July 4th. And you can also use code FREESHIP150 to save for free standard shipping on orders over $150. That's continental US only, but definitely take advantage if you can. You can use both of those codes together as well, so you can stock up on stuff at a discount and then get free shipping if you order enough. So I think that's everything. I'm gonna jump in the chat and say hello, and then I will get back to the fun part, the building. So what's up, Nick Mercado? How do we enter the giveaway? So Nick, periodically throughout the stream, I'll be asking for a number within a certain range and an answer to a question. I draw a number a little bit later, and if your number comes up, you're the winner. If nobody wins it, then we draw again later in the stream, so on and so forth. What's up, Dylan, Dull, Wolfpack, R. Prats, Maverick Entity, Bird Soup, Anthony, Lego Yoda, Lord Kronos, Raganex, Martin, Dakota, Person roaming the internet, Living Dead, New Type, J plus K, Studio WD, CT Gunny, Roberto Lopez, what's up? Let's see, George, Rob Rosenkrantz, Andrew Parsons, Kilo Delta, Sergeant Slayer, Lord Kronos, Hunter Thomas, DRS, Tim Mott, Gojira, Jason S, Daniel Morgan, Burnt Dorito, Mark, Agent Griever, Blasphemy Builds. Kronos totally took advantage of that. Got some good kits coming away. Awesome. Something no problem, Nick. Velcro Shoe Guy, what's up? Gerb TV, Sound Agent Army, Matthew Russ, Buster, Rick Enriquez. Good evening, Mr. Nick. A pleasure as always. How's it going, Burnt Dorito? All right, I think that's everybody. Did that in record time, I think. So back to the building. How's everybody been this week? Hope you guys had a good week. It's my first week back after being out for vacation last week. And the warehouse didn't burn down. Everything was still there. So that was good. Only a few minor things to address when I got back, and nothing major. Just usual stuff I would have probably taken care of if I'd been in. So it was good not to come back to a whole mess of problems or anything. So maybe more vacations might be in my future based on that, the results of that. So that's exciting. In the warehouse flood, or was that somewhere else? So that was actually the my dojo, my karate school. That was Monday. Thankfully, it happened Monday after getting back, and not the Monday at the beginning of our vacation. Basically, it like rained really hard, and we're in the basement, so there's like a ramp and stairs down to where we are, and the water overcame the drainage basically, and it flooded in It was not fun. Thankfully, we're there when it happened, so they were on cleanup, within an hour of it coming in. So hopefully the damage is minimal, and the cleanup's been going good so far. I think they got to replace some carpet, and I'm not sure what else. I'm hoping they get to that sooner than later. A good and relaxing vacation time, man. It was good. Long week. Glad to be here, and glad it's the weekend. The vacation the 5th. I can't wait. I need to recharge batteries. Awesome. Enjoy that. Does anyone have any recommendations for doing panel lines on red kits? I'm assuming red kits. Like, what color would you use for any Sosby or Synergy? I'd use black, I think, or brown. I think the rule of thumb is reds and yellows are often brown, but it's kind of up to you. You're not going to learn if you feel like you're behind getting stuff in stock compared to other shops with the change order to other distributors. Buster, I feel like we were. I think we're catching up, and then sometimes even getting things faster than we used to, because some of our distributors that we're using now, they get things like they're like first on the list in some ways. I'm pretty sure PNTCA might distribute 2 distributors before they do shops, at least sometimes. And some of those distributors are pretty fast on turning things around and getting them out. So it's, I think if anything, it's helping us. Fleet, but spending what time I have playing through the old Dawn of War 40K RTS, and now seeing how the new chair fares for building refurbished steel case Armia as well tonight. Cool. What's up, Jason Shoop? Some folks say brown for the Char kits, but to be honest, I feel like black still ends up better. What's up, Artie? So I'm trying to use the brown fine line gun marker in several Char kits. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, like, take some plastic, maybe from the runner, cut a few lines in it, try both, see what you like. Good luck with black paneling and red kits. The brown seems too faint to make a difference. I mean, ultimately, it's your own preference, I think, whatever looks the best to you. What's up, Peter? Still haven't been able to shake this cough I've had for the last month. What's up, Adam? So I'll try to mute if I've got to cough some more. It feels like it's coming back here and there. Speaking of which, what are you working on tonight, man? I'm working on the Tamo 2. This is the same kit from, where'd it go? The Redacted contest, doing my judges build. Pros and Crayons. Gundam is freedom. Hey Nick, I know you airbrush acrylics. Do you still use a booth? How do you thin them? Yes, so I use the Vallejo Mecha Color acrylics. I do use a booth. I've got one of those. I think it's Masters brand or something. Feels like there's 7 different companies that, or brands, labels, whatever, that sell the exact same booth or basically the same booth. It's one of those. Works well enough. As for thinning, I think it's 1 to 5 or 1 to 3 thinner to paint. I think I just took a number out of the paint brochure or something. What's up, Rob Sadler? Again, it doesn't help that there isn't a display brown marker to see if it would do better than the Gundam Fine Line one. Do another Real Touch brown marker to test either. I have a small cough for the past month or so. Yeah, it feels like it was right after the stomach bug I had that had me down for the count for a week. And it's I want to say it's allergies. I'm really hoping it's allergies and not something worse, but I've had a lot of post-nasal drip, and it seems like when that spikes up, I start coughing. So something's working its way down my throat and making me cough. It kind of sucks. It's a brown Gundam marker to panel line my RX-78 Casfell kit, and it's kind of hard to see The red kit from far away, black might be better. I don't know, just your preference. Yeah, I think it depends. And it kind of depends on the kit too, because some kits probably do better with one vibe or the other. Alright, so that's done. I think I can put the head on this thing now too. I feel like I might have to clean that seam line on the head. Alright, now it's the crane arm thing. I'm ready to go paint my first kit hopefully next weekend. Nice. But to switch to acrylics, did I hear that right? About 20 to 30% thinner for a blade on Mecha color. So I think I use 1 to 5 for flow improver and then 1 to 3 for thinner, and I use both. Usually I put the flow improver in first, then the paint, then the thinner, and then mix it all up. I think it depends on your preference on painting, your airbrush, your relative humidity where you are. I think they give some recommendations, but ultimately I think everybody kind of figures out what works for them. Let's use a combo of black and gray. This time of year, my allergies try to give me bronchitis. That's kind of what it feels like. I need like something to help knock it all out of there. I take Zyrtec usually, but I feel like I need something more right now. It's been rough. I get post-incident that cause coughing for me too. I take 4 different meds to control my allergies: Zyrtec, Claritin, Flonase, and some eye allergy eye drops. Can you take Zyrtec and Claritin at the same time? Hey Nick, quick question. I made a pre-order shortly before you add the FedEx shipping option and stuff, so does that mean what's available to ship UPS or UPS FedEx if cheaper? By default, yes. If you want it to go one of the other, email support@mechawarehouse.com with the order number and your preference, and we can look into adjusting that for you since it was placed before the changeover. Pulled the Senju Stein Verkada start today. Gotta say, pretty awesome kit so far. Thanks. Yeah, I'm just looking for a starting point. I'm in northern PA, so I'm guessing there's similar climates. Probably, more or less. So how long the paint has sat on the shelf prior to buying it. I've had some that was near dried up before. That's true. Handful of diabetic chili peppers. Depend and see what the core medicine is. Different meds are typically okay together. What's up, Heathcliff? That's where I'm at with allergies. Yeah, I need something. I take like an herbal supplement too that helps, I think. But like I need something to knock all the junk out of me. So I take twice a day, one morning, one evening, Claritin once a day in the morning. This was all prescribed by my doctor. I think I need to go see my doctor and see what they say, because it could be I just need to be on a prescription thing or something. 7 and 10. That maybe they should, I don't know, listen to my lungs or something and let me know if there's something worse going on in there. Good evening, Mecha Maniacs. What's up, Phoenix Soldier? What's up, Comic World Boss? I don't know how many of you guys watched the the weekly update and stuff, but mentioned mentioned this week that the AnyMech Northeast Mecha Modeling Expo and Contest tickets will be going up for sale next Friday is the current plan. It's got the basic guide in. It was removed pieces from the runner. I'm very happy with them. Much nicer than the crap I'm using before. Nice. Will Mecha Warehouse have Gunham Schwartz at? I'm not sure on the date. I think we have some locked in on an order. Not sure when they're scheduled to arrive though. Knock all these mold lines off, I think. Hi and happy Saturday, everyone. Quick question for Nick. Do you expect a slight delay in shipping this week due to the holiday sale? I'm not 100% sure. There's no restock on Friday, which often drives as much or more than sales do. It's been kind of busy. I think it's less that the sale itself, if there's any delays this week, it'd be because we'll be closed for the 4th. And Dylan is out on vacation himself, so we're down an experienced set of hands in the warehouse. We got some per diem help scheduled for this coming week to help us out, to help fill the gap a little bit. So that hopefully means we won't slip that much. Anyone from Mecha Warehouse go to Anime Expo in LA this weekend? No, we didn't send anybody out. I'm obviously here at home. It'd be interesting to do sometime maybe. When you plan on building after the TAM2 Nick, more Witch from Mercury or something else? I think I'm going to get back on Witch from Mercury, at least one or two before I take another break from it. I've got so many kits I want to build. It's rough, and I'm almost starting to regret this plan to try to build all the Witch from Mercury kits. Mark, thanks for the super chat. I think you'll be getting 1144 to Dortmund that hers being reprinted. We plan on ordering it. We're going to do everything we can to get a bunch of them in. Be interesting to see what they produce compared to demand, but we're going to try to get it and try to get a bunch. So I'm pretty excited in the build front. I have Delon's Assault and Ishi Zadra on the way. This will be pretty fun. My first Witch Mercury kit, the second Age kit. Nice. There's a handful of kits this week. Arduing Zero, MG Unicorn, Gym Command, Proto Zero, and PG Strike. Wow. I'm assuming you had those all in progress before and didn't start them all this week as well. If you did, that's very, very impressive. Bouncing back and forth from Zeta kits and Witch from Mercury kits. Nice. Speaking of Witch from Mercury, I guess there's the series finale is tomorrow or something, right? I haven't been keeping up with the series myself. I watched the first season. Heard there's supposed to be some sort of big announcement tomorrow at the end of it or something like that. a little disappointed in the amount of G-Witch kits in the sale, but I can complete all the Delonzas now, so I'm happy. Heard the next set of Witch Mercury kits announcement is scheduled for 7/15. Oh, interesting. I wonder how many more they're going to make. I simultaneously hope a lot more and not very many more, because one, I don't want to build. If I'm going to try to build them all, if they make another 20 kits, then I'll be building Witch Mercury kits forever. But there's a lot of cool designs and stuff. Supposed to be delayed to Monday, but all the US services have been getting on Sundays anyway. Oh, interesting. If people are expecting a second season or a movie, I'm guessing they are just going to reveal tentative product B. It's a good 20 or 30 suits out of kit yet, so sorry. Yeah, I mean, I'll deal. I want there to be more kits because that's, new kits are fun. I watched the first season, waiting to watch the other season when it's all available on to stream. Yeah, I'm waiting for it on Gundam Info myself. What's up, bro? First timer here. Welcome, Amir. Enjoyed the first season G-Witch thus far, a little over halfway through. Since this season ends tomorrow, you could just get a free Crunchyroll, try and binge the 12 episodes. There you go. Good evening, everyone. Completely forgot about this. I started watching Unicorn, my eldest son. Nice. Starting MG Arc 78 3.0 tomorrow. Awesome. It's a good kit. It was one of my first master grades, and it kind of set the bar high in terms of detail and part separation on master grades. Loving the razor. Great tool for the arsenal. I need to build as well. I do. Been doing this. Well, I mean, this is what, stream number 1 something, right? What are we up to tonight? 154, so coming up on 3 years worth of streams, I guess. What's up, Dark Red Hayabusa? 154, yeah. It's a lot of streams. Well, that doesn't count the Twitch streams I did before that. We're going to do this first giveaway here in a few minutes. We're closing in on 9 o'clock, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Won't announce the number range yet, but we'll do that pretty soon. Anybody have good plans for the weekend, being July 4th on Tuesday? How long it's been I came from Twitch. Nice. I guess that's a good question to ask, is how many people are around from the Twitch days. We've definitely had a lot fewer people watching the Twitch streams. back in the day. If I had like 10 people watching back on Twitch, it was a really good night. Got it already. Haven't been able to do any of my like personal build time, my usual Sunday stuff. So hoping tomorrow I'll be able to get at least a little bit in, get some spraying done, painting and stuff. Let's see, same old, straighten the house, build some kits, no plans out of town for the 4th. Help Cub Scouts run a little booth in the 4th, so it's going to be tiring, I bet. Tired week off for building and painting a kit or two. Unicorn mowing the lawn. I mowed my lawn for the first time in like 3 weeks. Today, I'm sure my neighbors were getting frustrated. Like a clovery meadow. And the real plan for the weekend is to wait for Fate Grand Order's anniversary event to start. My family usually at least grills burgers for the 4th. Good evening, everyone's a birthday. Is there any green chrome paint available anywhere? Can't say I've seen any. I don't know about chrome. I know there's green metallic paint from a few different lines. I don't know if that would be considered chrome. Driving home to VA on Monday and flying to Europe on the 7th for a 10-day, 7-country trip. That's cool. About to eat. Tuesday's my birthday. Nice, happy birthday. Take a break from a long day. I had a kit to build this weekend. Maybe we'll go get one tomorrow. In the family to Carowinds. I feel like I should know what that is, but I don't. What's Carowinds? Let's see, so any plans to carry armored core kits? We've had a few different armored core kits in stock. And we'll hopefully be getting more. I think there's a new one was announced earlier this year. Working on Final Fantasy 16 for a bit, along with random housework, working on the June mystery box today. Nice. Been on a Wagyu burger kicks. That's what I'm planning to grill and T-bones. Checking in. Good evening, Nick and everyone. What's up? Build and collect. Green chrome, maybe candy paint would work for you. Bright silver base with a clear green over that. But yeah, a candy paint job could get that kind of effect. I'm gonna work Monday and be off Tuesdays. Wild. Half my team took PTO Monday. Yeah, we're doing the same thing. We'll be open on Monday and then closed on Tuesday, which is gonna be a little weird. There's a park bordering North Carolina and South Carolina. Gotcha. Kind of figured it was. Are you preparing for paint or moving nubs? I mean, both. I'm moving nubs, but it's in preparation for paint. I definitely do plan on painting this kit. Oh, there's a... What's up, Radagast? Sun 7 is a very good lacquer, metallic color series. I'll like to test our acrylic metallic in a few days. Cool. A bunch of coworkers just up and left at noon on Friday. I don't expect to see them until Wednesday or Thursday for Sabbath. It's funny. Anyone ever try the little sanding boards and stuff? I feel like some of these really tight spots would be easier with the sanding board. You know, with the little strips of like adhesive backed sandpaper and stuff. Just OD'd on barbecue, but the stream is keeping me alive. Like that's a lot of barbecue to OD on it. It must have been a lot of barbecue. Just got a few of the display sets from me a while back and fell in love with them. Yeah, I think I need to try those. I feel like trying to get in some of these tighter spots and only sand the stuff that I want to sand, not everything else around it, would be valuable. So maybe that's in my future. Or thin sanding sticks, you can get 1/8 inch or so. Yeah. I mean, I've seen them, I carry them, so I'm familiar. I just haven't made the jump yet. See if you can get one of those searcher robots that can stitch grapes to sand the tiny spots. There you go. I need a robot to do all my sanding. Just read a news article about Carowin today. They closed the Fury 325 roller coaster. Otherwise, I haven't heard of it either. So we're not near there. Wonder why they closed the roller coaster. Just end of life, or was there an issue? Okay, I should figure out this range for the first draw. It's going to be a relatively small range compared to usual, because we got a couple backup prizes available. Photo sanding sticks are useful. Just a pain to substitute to cut and stick the sandpaper on them first. I missed the first draw, not yet. Hand sanding bots. All right, so first draw, we're going to do a number from 1 to 900, and the question this time is going to be, what do you think the post-season finale announcement for Witch from Mercury is going to be? So 1 to 900 post-season finale announcement, what do you think it's going to be? Number 1, number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. And it's just removing seam line or tricky place like the one that Delonza's leg. I don't remember what that was. Shoulder on RG Charzaka, pain to file off. Coasters are cracked. No clue what that even means. Alrighty, the series finale is Sunday, Monday, something like that, and supposedly there's a big announcement coming. It's read about a guy who used a fiberglass brush device usually used for cleaning up electronic precious metals to clean up seam lines on the gun can head. Interesting. What's the question? What do you think the announcement following the season finale of Witch from Mercury is going to be? Since they teased some sort of announcement. Halfway episode 2, that'd be an interesting one. That one should be coming at some point, right? Okay, A10. A 10, C4, 6 at 11. Seen the show yet. I've only seen season 1, so 24 episodes for a slow burn series sucks. It was just getting good. I've heard, and remember, no spoilers, guys, especially because I haven't watched it yet, so I'll be annoyed. I'm sure other people are in the same boat as well. I've heard, though, that up until this finale, there is a lot of unresolved stuff that seems like it might be challenging to resolve in one episode. So I believe some sort of movie or continuation based on that. No shit tomorrow. They put it off until Monday, apparently. Yeah, a couple people mentioned that. How do you find out when the show is delayed? I have no idea. Stuff it's only going to be 2 seasons. I recorded a series that aren't OVR 4 seasons long. So Skyrider. Looking forward to Armored Core 6 next month. Do you think they'll make kits? I think the developer is partially owned by Bandai Namco. Kotobukiya has a new Armored Core kit announced. I don't know that they've mentioned what it actually is yet, just the fact that they're making one. I've never played Armored Core. I was never really into it. So I'm excited from the perspective that I know a lot of people are excited, and that kit should be a popular one probably, and likely will be a good kit. But I don't have any personal connection to Armored Core currently, so how's Tam coming? Good. We're on to the crane arm, or whatever you want to call it, in the back, so almost done. Should hopefully have it wrapped up by stream end today, if not sooner. The Armored Core designs, don't like the games. I know I've seen some of the designs. I've never played the games. I'm kind of gonna take it or leave it on the designs from what I've seen, but I've never really studied them closely or anything. Sounds like the fireworks have started early outside. All right. I'm gonna call time here, I think, and then draw our number. Upper range was 1 to 900 this time. Lower number for our first draw of the night, thanks to having a couple backup prizes due to those super chats and stuff for the last couple weeks. That's exciting. Okay, our number is 595. I don't see a 595. I'll let you guys confirm. If there isn't, we will post another range in a little bit. Accessible is a scary word for gaming at times, so. Oh, they just released a gameplay trailer last week. They also said they were trying to make it more accessible to new players. What makes the other ones less accessible to new players? Having never played the games or really knowing nothing about them. What's the story there? Street one is from Software. You know they won't make it too easy. Focus on building heavily. I didn't realize it was a building game. Is it like an RTS or something? Difficulty. I tell you, messed up Destiny 2 and it made the hardcore gamers hate it. Older AC games had a thing called Core Grip where it was easier to play the game if you held the controller backwards and upside down, which is crazy because it's true. Why would that be true? Build next to me, mission requirements. It's Japanese Mech Warrior essentially. Okay. Like front mission that you can modify your mech. First person RPG, third person over the shoulder. Getting mixed messages here, guys. Games I missed at D2 way more than casuals. Old games were super hard, big learning curve, awkward controls that have you press multiple buttons in tandem, building robots and balance the power with weight, loadout, etc. So I'm curious, what makes holding it upside down and backwards or whatever make it easier to play the game? Is it that seems really weird to me. Just don't want the game to handhold or make everything just press A. Been a while since I played, but you have to buy your loadout and ammo for each mech. It's really punishing. Bringing the wrong loadout can basically kill your progress. Play, but you have buy your loadout and ammo for it's already read that. More fingers to hit the face buttons, I think, while still having camera control. Okay. How many kids can we enter in any mech? I don't think there's a hard limit. There's 8 categories by default. You can only win once per category. I think we put that in the rules. That's the plan anyway. There's gonna be no sweeps. So if you're in a category, you can't take first, second, and third, for example. So, you know, to bring 10 models in one category, the judges are basically going to pick your model that they think is the best that you enter in that category and judge that one. So kind of keep that in mind, but more fingers than thumbs, because the controls and combos in the game are so bizarre. It's easier in the hands if you held the control. Weird. They're just going to be closer to Elden Ring, but with mechs. What's up, Bricktastic Lego Ideas? A bit of near automata vibes. And 2, 1 full paint, 1 snap built. Yeah, it's totally fine. I mean, you could bring, you know, 2 models per category, and I don't think anyone would have an issue with that. It's a lot of stuff to bring, but there'd be no issues with that. What's up, FTL Drive? Almost there. So I got this part, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more, I think, for the arm. Do some work on my display for my Tamatu tomorrow. Nice. Try extending my NH trip by day so I go to any Mac, but the one day turns into my airline ticket go up $500. Oh, ouch. We might just have to stay a whole week then. I mean, I don't know, people only 44 likes. What's up with that, people? Okay, so let's see these parts here. Actually, there's a couple other parts I forgot about. So I got those two. Now I need A1 and A3. The display-based video earlier in the week when you do the decals, you use setter solution. Would you recommend a top coat also? So I did use setter. I would recommend a top coat. I think I recommended right in the video. A matte top coat would go a long way. Some of the decals end up kind of glossy. And I think that would really clean up that look and help them blend in a little better. I just didn't have top coat available at the warehouse, and just the timing to get that video up and all that good stuff. Hello, long time since I watched your build night stream. How's it been? What's up, AC? Things have been good. Welcome back. Get a nice surprise hubby for Father's Day. Ordered Genesis, Trailblazer, and Ruling. Cool. It would take me 21 hours to drive there, so I'll probably break it up coming out. And I have to push straight through, coming back. I've only got Friday through Monday off. Yeah, it's a lot of driving. You coming out alone or bringing anyone with you? Sounds like a good drive to split with a buddy. Anyone else just have a few buffering issues. Well, unfortunately, that's a bummer. Teaching my 6 years old to build. He chose Gunbreaker, Battlelog, Perfect Strike, Freedom. Nice. What's up, Red Mono Eye? I mean, you're here about halfway through, but you haven't missed the giveaway being given away yet, so a lot of people would consider that not late, I guess. I'm gonna have a hard choice tomorrow morning whether or not to go to jiu-jitsu. Went back for the first time in nearly a month last night, and apparently my hip's been bothering me, and it was really bothering me after training last night, so I might need to give it a rest. Try to figure all that out before going back again, which kind of sucks. I just started to watch. What's up, Richard? Hey, the Toy Mechanic RN. If you're going to pick 593 years. This list, you're late. It's funny. Sounds like a Sunday at home. Yeah, let me catch up on building if that's the case. So, would be the worst thing. But I got the haven't been training guilt going on. All right. Okay, so lower arm here, C2 and 3. B3 and 13. I think that finishes off the B runner. Just do a few exercises every 30-minute building, starting in the morning, go through all day. There you go. We just started working out again. A lot of time movement helps joint. That and modifying your diet, reduce inflammation. A little CBD if you're partial to that. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I thought it was just stiff and needed some stretching stuff, but I don't know if I overstretched it or what, but I finished last night and was like, pretty much knew immediately that today would either feel great or not so great, and it ended up being in that not so great category. Last night even, rolling over in bed, it hurt, stuff like that, so feeling like an old man. I feel like it's gradually getting better throughout the day though, so it's just whether, even if I feel good in the morning, if I want to risk aggravating it some more or if I should rest. But I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Busy day ahead, food truck event and reading more of my smut novel. What kind of food truck event? Got back to BJJ. I herniated 2 discs and I'm finally feeling better. Oh, that's cool. Good to be back. I mean, not cool that you herniated 2 discs, but good that you're feeling better and able to get back to training and stuff. I haven't worked out since last weekend because a recurring issue of mine that is either strands of nerves being smashed against upper shoulder neck bones or whatever it is came back on Monday. It's a bummer. 30 food trucks is cool. Yikes, I had a mattress topper that was too soft and wrecked my hip. Taking that off and being more active. Fixed it after a couple of weeks. I didn't know you guys had the Siren Kit, just found it on sale. Well, I guess we do, and it's on sale, so take advantage. I mean, it could have been, I noticed my hip bothered me when I was on vacation, so it could have been the old mattress there that was affecting me a little bit, and I think that side's been tighter in general, so it's trying to find that happy medium to keep it moving, get it loosened back up, and not over aggravate it. I'm in my prime, my hips and knees, the FUR, very true. My hips are usually good for the most part. My knees, not quite as much. $120 kit on sale, you bet I'm taking advantage. Sounds like you're most of the way to that $150 free shipping too if you're in the continental US. Coworkers, you're still young. My 31-year-old corpse of body, the hell you are. Go hobble some more. Got stung on the knee by a red wasp. Apparently I'm allergic to it. My whole knee was swollen like a grapefruit. Very painful, itchy, hot. Still messed up, and it happened on Wednesday. It's a bummer. Cart was already 180. Oh, so maybe you don't need more to get there. Talking about bad knees. I think that's where we all are as a demo, generally speaking. Knee and back are crap, but my career don't help. I mean, the knee that I have that is not great is my right knee, and it's really a muscle atrophy thing from a training injury like 7 years ago, maybe 6-7 years ago, something like that. And I've been struggling to try to get it built back up ever since. Okay, so those two go together like that. Minor shot from wrestling, knee surgery, but everyone says not to get it. Or wrestling, I could see wrestling being rough on knees. Knee that likes to randomly dislocate, that's not fun. Only my 40s, my body's great shape. 12 years in the army, no you're not. One of my knees are pretty destroyed from years of soccer. My dumbass just started doing karate. Oh nice, Artie, what kind? What style? So get cobalt joints, they cause Alzheimer's apparently. Ooh. 20 years of being an ice hockey goalie, I'm surprised my knees and hips are still my original. All right, we should figure out draw number 2. All right, so for the second draw tonight, let's do a number from 1 to 450. And just out of curiosity, who here is planning on going to NEMEC, the Northeast Mecha Modeling Expo competition that we're hosting in August? I know a lot of you guys probably aren't local, so I expect a lot of no's, but might be a fun question. So 1 to 450, and are you planning on coming to NEMEC? Number 1, number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only shipped US addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry. So a couple of you that I see just numbers, those aren't valid entries. Yeah, I feared there'd be a bunch of no's. I see I'm gonna try. In the Southwest, unfortunately, it's too far. Did I go to Shotokan Goju? My kids are going for a while, and I was working with her so much at home, I figured I should just enroll. I want a color belt too, damn it, nice. Considering, no, I'm bummed. So number range 1 to 450. All right. So I need A, 8, and 11, which will finish this runner off. Which I could, but it's an 8-hour drive. Yeah, it's kind of rough. I need 7, C7, and 9. I have to fly in, but just can't make the time right now. Would be the nearest city to fly in for NEMEC. Would I still need to rent a car, or is anything Uberish close? So depending on where you're flying from, you could fly to Logan in Boston. Probably be the cheapest flights, especially if you're looking for direct flights. Manchester is the New Hampshire airport, which is a little more convenient to get out of. As far as Uber range, like maybe. I've never tried to get an Uber around here. I imagine if it were the right time of day, you probably could get an Uber. But I don't know how far is Uber-ish close. Never joined late, was attending Anime Expo. No problem, welcome. You. But like in theory, a 12-hour drive for me is a pretty long drive. Sergeant Slayer, the question was, are you planning on attending NEMEC, the Northeast Mecha Modeling Expo and competition we're hosting in August 13th? So like if I were doing it and I were traveling in, what I would probably do is fly into Logan and catch it's called the Boston Express. There's a bus that goes up to up through New Hampshire, and you could theoretically take that bus all the way up to Concord, I think. So you might be able to Uber around Concord. You know, to get to the hotel, and from the hotel to the warehouse and stuff. So I guess theoretically it's probably doable. Fortunate night shift before the event. Ouch. Okay, trying to make it in from Arizona. Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be doable. So that's what I would, like I said, what I would do, because that's when I travel out, like when I fly out for these other events that I've flown out for, I'll usually take the bus into Boston, and then, you know, fly out of there, because usually I get a direct flight, and I prefer direct flights when I can to avoid long layovers or missed flights and all that kind of stuff. There's a question: are you planning on attending any mech? And the number range was 1 to 450. And I've done kind of the same thing, coming back, caught the bus before, although where possible I try to talk Hayden to pick me up at the airport when I come back, just because in some ways it's a lot easier. But she live in Cali, but when the event started, so I'd endure a 2-hour wait line. Yeesh. What are the bonus draws? They're a secret until we need to draw one. 7.5 hours away by drive. If I would be able to come up with kits that I can bring in, I will come. Nice. So they know no hope for me being in Michigan and one that doesn't drive far from home, save for work. My car would likely not make the journey. That issue is depressing. Just thinking about it. That's a bummer. I'm going to call time here in a moment. Drive for me, easy peasy. Bandit just tweeted, which from Mercury final air tomorrow, so I guess there's no delay. Well, that's cool. All right. Delphia's water slides the HG Rose, put in getting some for mine when it comes in. Cool. We get our next Delphi order going relatively soon. Okay, time has been called. Number range is 1 to 450. 439. I don't see a winner. If that's the case, we will draw again in a little bit once you guys confirm. What keep me away is the price of plane tickets. I've heard some prices for plane tickets are up. My sister-in-law is planning on flying out later this summer, and I guess the tickets weren't cheap. Highest she's ever paid or whatever to fly out. $439, 4-day pass, but not going first 2 days, and bought since Jan. So Johnny Mecha Hand, it's like $600 for me to fly from North Carolina. It's pretty pricey. I want to say when I flew down to Virginia in February, it was only like maybe $200 or $300 direct. Maybe it was like $4. Philadelphia's HG Psycho Gundam decals in the order. Everybody needs 2 sets. Oh, interesting. This card song sounds really rad. It is Let's Raise Our Hands, straight on till morning. Thanks for the sub, Dark Gundam. Fireworks already started around here, it appears to be. Buying plane tickets 7 to 4 weeks before trips, usually when I found it to be best prices. You can hear them, yeah, I bet. I believe New Hampshire has a lot of fireworks going on, usually. I mean, I think people traveling from out of state usually to buy fireworks, so. Sometimes we can catch fireworks like 4th of July right where we're right from the house, depending on who's putting them up. Luckily where I live they aren't allowed, so I'm spared until the 4th. And is that straight on till morning, I think? Alright, typically drives to New Hampshire for the good stuff. Fireworks going off nuts in my neighborhood right now. People around me have been setting them off for like a month. Yeah, I don't know why people get crazy about doing fireworks. Let's see. We had neighbors firing hundreds last 4th week. I think most of Northern New Hampshire hasn't banned. Fireworks are mostly illegal here, but my neighbors still make it look like a war zone for a few nights. It's going off down here in Knoxville. Down here in Knoxville tonight's supposed to have bad weather out today for most of the week. Survived too many wildfires. Drone shows are cool. This is one of the things when people start shooting guns up in the air. Remember, this weekend is the last weekend some folks with all 10 fingers. I spend my money on Gundam, absolutely. Fireworks that are smaller, chill, just people with the bigger ones that are loud, safe for everyone. It depends where you're at too. I mean, I feel like if you're in a relatively compact area, that's different than if you're out in the middle of nowhere. Although there might be more safety issues out in the middle of nowhere for all I know. I think you're going to be providing feedback at all on the Tamu2 builds. I think we'll provide some, and I definitely would be open to answering specific questions people ask for questions. We probably will have a checkbox on the entry form for people want to be or okay being critiqued publicly. Probably try to keep any public critiques relatively benign though, because some people don't take too well to feedback. But you'd be more than welcome to shoot a message or something to ask for feedback after the contest ends. They be doing them in the suburbs and track homes. Or I'm hoping we'll have some good ones the first time in 4 years. Hubby has it off. You can come with us. We actually bought something to do. A few hours ago, we had a tornado in the town next to us. That's kind of scary. Mecha Warehouse shipping overseas. I don't live in America. We're really gunpla. We don't currently ship outside the U.S. We are looking into some options for being able to ship internationally. So keep an eye out. We might have an update on that coming. Fireworks middle of nowhere. Mountain neighbors sounds even more like gunshots, so it can be worse. What was the number? 439 for the first one. There's no current draw though. Probably will. Pour my heart into this build. And can't get better without feedback. It's a good way of looking at it. If the fireworks don't have a chance to dismember it, then they aren't worth it. When is the entry form going up? Hopefully soon. It's been on my list for the last couple of days. I've just been busier than I would like. Okay, so this goes there, I believe. Or is it supposed to go in the back hole? There you go, so you got the arm right there. Pretty cool little kit. Just remembered my aunt and uncle got married in Jackson and they knocked over a bunch of fireworks mortars. One of the few times those firemen saw action. Yeah, it could have been dangerous. Probably was dangerous, actually. Oh, I see. That's why that looks different than the image, I think. Got those, and then the legs fold out here, which is kind of cool. I can plan on getting more. I think we got a few more coming. We got some spares of the same colorway showing up in the near future that we'll be able to make available for anybody who wants another one or wasn't able to get in on the contest. The Tamatu custom, oh god, scares me like a friendly trash can that turned into a grabbing demon. I'm excited about the kit I'm building currently. It's an older one, but it's turning out really nice so far. The Moru, I think it's called. Is this kit from Ghost in the Shell? No, it's I think it's a unique design, and the colors I think are a collab with some other Japanese brand or something. Yeah, really cool kit. Now I got to start looking at all this stuff for painting and customizing and all that stuff I want to do. But I can set that thing aside. Sweep all this stuff over. A few parts on a couple of these runners. A few little 3mm peg adapters, I think. But that kit is now done. That would be cool to add a Haro ball into it. That would be cool. You could definitely customize that like with a Haro. Although I think a Haro is bigger. You can almost make it look like a Haro with the way the head is. You're biased, but I'd love some purple accents on that puppy. Alright, so what do we got left? 35 minutes. So I think the next one I'm going to work on, since it's a pretty small window here, might be able to actually bang this one out tonight. If not, at least get onto a new kit next stream as well. Do this SD aerial. It might have just been spelled on the afterwards Mercury surprise. Guess you just need like Haro arms or something to come out the side of the head. That'd be pretty cool, actually. Oh, that's a lot of stickers. I really hope those stickers aren't necessary. Which is built the same SD. Nice. I mean, if it looks like the picture, this thing's going to be amazing. I have a feeling it's going to need paint to look like that, though. You know, this SD would take 5 streams to build. You know me so well. What's up, drowsy dude? It does look like a cool one. I might have to do the stickers on this one because I don't plan on painting it. I might have to get another one to paint though at some point. That's indeed a lot of stickers. Yeah, it's a pretty serious sticker sheet. Of course, I don't know if I got my tweezers here. Maybe I'll get lucky and they'll just magically appear. Never built SD. Wish we had some Doms and Gelgers to at least tempt me, but the stickers turn me out fast. They don't always need a bunch of stickers. Okay. A2. 13 and 14. This probably is a Dom and Gelgoog SD kit out there, or two. A111. my HG Aerial on vacation. Really nice quick kit. HG Aerial definitely was a nice one. Some of these fireworks sound like a machine gun or something. It's really fast bursts. I'm a GOG SD, so I can carry it in my pocket wherever I go. Really old the most SD out these days. Maybe there's a ton of SD kits. Vacation, did you go or do anything cool for your vacation, or just a much needed rest? So we went to the Cape Cod. My parents had a place down there, so it was a relatively easy and cheap vacation for us. Didn't have to worry about hotels or any of that kind of crap. You know, did various Cape Cod type activities. Wasn't doing pre-orders of the 2 mega size reprints coming. We'll probably do early birds for them once we get word when they're coming. We've been kind of steering away from pre-orders for a while now on any Bandai stuff, because just the delivery seems so unpredictable. Curious what your opinions on Limex based kits are. I haven't built any, so I don't really have any opinions. I think the idea is cool. The whole using something as an alternative to plastic sounds like a great idea, but I have no idea how the material is. The HG Palestine that has the red Bandai logo and a bunch of artwork on the bottom of the box, pretty cool. Shout out to the guy in the Discord that brought his SD to Spain last night. See you later, Cosmic World Boss. And I was doing homework and now I'm late. How are things going? What's up with the band? Things are going well. Probably be doing draw attempt at number 3 here in a moment. Also, there's some early birds I can jump on. Using the draw attempts at a time to go check my 3D prints, and I think it's gonna finish when you do the next one. Seems like they don't finish nicely, but I like the sustainability. New side hustle, Mecha Warehouse sell hemp plastic Japan so they can make kits. You know, any other anime at the moment, Nick? I'm catching up on Dr. Stone right now, along with Witch from Mercury. I haven't really been watching much other anime as of late. I wouldn't mind getting into that stuff. It seems like we got so little time to watch stuff these days, though. We've been watching some stuff on Amazon lately. You know, might at some point take advantage and get into some anime stuff again soon, though. This is pretty weird stuff, very soft and brittle. All right, so let's see. What's our number range? Oh, the viewers are up. I feel like I got so much I want to watch, but end up with no time to watch. Yeah, so we basically can only handle like 1 or 2 shows at a time, usually a longer format show and a shorter format show, depending on how much time we have when we sit down to watch whatever. But unfortunately, don't get through very much these days. Okay, so for our third draw of the night, let's do a number from 1 to 250, and the question is, have you or do you build SD kits? 1 to 250, have you or do you build SD kits? 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and the answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comments for it to be a valid entry. Okay, now sticker. Oh man. Got a bunch to do for this first step. I didn't plan ahead, and I don't think I have tweezers. I need tweezers. Don't do stickers without tweezers. I will be right back. I'm gonna run up and grab some. All right, I am back. See a lot of not yet, or I'd like to. They're definitely fun little kits. I enjoy it, especially as a nice little diversion from perhaps a more complicated build. Okay. I get a command gun MSD. It'd be cool. Okay, so got that one. Number 9. SD is a great kit. I watch build fighters and trying to slog through the Try sequel. It does sell SD is neat, better than I think most media has. they figure out how to do SD kits without having to do stickers, I would be all for that. Stickers are the worst. Try is good, Divers is bad, Re-Rise is fantastic. Yeah, I liked the original Build Fighters, I like Build Fighters Try, I liked Re-Rise. Build Divers definitely. Or, yeah, the original Build Divers is not very good in my opinion. Okay, 22. So we'll do 22 first. Build Divers are strange. Like that, you kind of need Build Divers to set up the Re-Rise in some ways. You kind of understand the world, but it feels like a giant commercial for a video game I want to play that doesn't exist. That's the best way I can describe it. This is trash, I can't stand it. So I don't get the OG BD hate or the Re-Rise Love Related Try was okay. Build Fighters is amazing. The Divers wasn't about scuba Gundams. Absolute ripoff. The concept of Core Gun was kind of cool. The problem I had with the original Build Divers is that until like the last like 3 episodes or something, I felt like there was almost no consequences because it's a game, so nobody could die. There's no risk of, like, if you lose, like, oh, I get to respawn, like, big deal, It just never felt consequential until the very end. And Re-Rise kind of solves that problem. Without spoiling it. Imagine if Build Divers was only about aquatic suits. Fighters brought us the amazing Gym Sniper K9 vs. Camphor. Amazing battle. I hope we keep getting Core Sector Platoon. That's my main issue with Try is that I cannot stand the MC. That the childhood friends don't end up together. Alright, and then I also need 2. What was the question in range? The question was, have you or do you build SD kits? And the number range was 1 to 250. I'm going to call time in a second here. Does a pretty good job not creating some nasty seams. Alright, I'm gonna call time here. Hopefully gonna end at the same time. Okay, time has been called. Let's go, it did. Nice. Okay, 1 to 250. We got 152. Didn't hear the question. Bummer. It was, have you or do you build SD kits? You guys like chibi aesthetics. I highly recommend getting resin SD kits with no large gaps or over-reliance on stickers. So 152. I mentioned that in my tracker here. And Oh man, no winners. Okay, well, we'll be drawing again. Okay, so that's the head. So I need A2, 21, and 22. What happened to super chat donations? What do you mean, what about what happened to them? So we've got 2 extra donation prizes that are lined up thanks to the super chat donations to be used if the first one gets won prematurely. We've been decreasing the number ranges for the earlier draws to increase the likelihood that happens. So it's turned off. Oh, when did that change? That can't be right. I still super chat see it on mine if I look. Okay, PC C. Still there. Mine is at the end of my chat bar. Yeah, I still see it. I don't know if I would refresh it if it would go away or anything, but. Build series. I'm okay with build series not having real stakes. I think that's part of why Re-Rise didn't do it for me. If it wanted stakes, I'll watch a main like Gundam series. But I mean, that's Build Fighters and Build Fighters Try. There were stakes. The stakes were that they didn't continue on, they didn't win the tournament, they, you know, lose the whatever. Versus a game where you're going on some stupid little mission. You know, it's like, it's a little different. Gotta reset YouTube app. Nick, have you seen Demon Slayer, double S tier? In my opinion, and pretty short. I haven't. Thank you, Lamek, for the super chat. Thank you, Maggie Mahoney, for the super chat. Chatting super chat is still here. It's proving that it is. You were too old for divers, maybe. Filling build series, never. Was designed to appeal to old audience, so I never watched it. I watched them mainly to help get my kids into the idea of Gundam. The original Build Fighters was how I introduced my son, and actually Kate too, to Gundam in general. Anyway, so have you seen Demon Slayer? No, I haven't. I've heard it's good though, so maybe I'll have to look it up sometime. Or how Re-Rise became little life or death stakes. It just felt way out of place. Poor Hard Build series, Mr. Rao. It just kills me inside that the VA changed for Try after the first few episodes due to the original Rao VA health matter. I didn't know. Was it the Japanese one or the dub? Seems like it's pretty typical shonen samurai vs. Dina concept, just with amazing animation, audio direction for the anime. So now it's super mainstream. Re-Rise was the worst of the Build series, to be honest. Teach their own, I guess. Thanks for the super chat, Burnt Dorito. Fighters is what got me into Gunpla. Japanese, okay, because I watched those in English because I was watching with the kids, and Kate's actually not a huge fan of subtitles either, but it's hard to do subtitles with, you know, I think it was a 7-year-old at the time or something. Not really reading fast enough or well enough to keep up. see. Roughly 4 episodes in the original voice actor had health matter that made him unable to continue. God, Build Fighters dub is one of the worst I've seen. It's an active endurance. Just sold the idea of Build Fighters Universe being an afterlife, rebirth version of Earth for all Gundam characters. So much hearings, real voice, so much. So my water decals rub off as I'm handling the part, even after a few days of drying. Will the solder glue help keep them on? Probably. I've never had that issue. If they were put on correctly, setter should improve that, and then of course a top coat over it will really solidify it. Okay, so M1. I think most would prefer Dark Side of Gundam anime. Yeah, I know, not enough war crimes, right? That's the problem with Build Fighters. They'll be restock anytime soon, hopefully. I think it's in the plans where Kate's struggling to keep up with a lot of the stuff that we've got going on. We're actually contemplating hiring somebody to like work as a purchasing / account, whatever, to help with the stuff that Kate does and transfer a lot of her responsibilities, actually, ideally before the baby arrives, if we're going to do it. We just haven't fully decided on what that position looks like, or if we really need to yet. Oh, I forgot this piece. So I do that one for the head, A14. And then for the chest, I need A15. Rolling display would be creepy to put 30-minute sister heads. Looks like there's almost a must have for Bandai water slides since their adhesive is weaker. I just use them by default with any water slides I use these days because I think it helps. Definitely doesn't hurt. Watch Gundam anime for the war crimes. You know, after seeing so much of UC being every character dies, save for most of the Scooby-Doo gang kids. I got sick of the dark shtick. Don't mean to commit perfectly and build a couple times. So Kate needs an assistant. Basically, she's definitely been overwhelmed. We thought about, we just need to put more work on Patrick. That's one way of doing it, I think. But Kate's been really busy between stuff going on with her mom and, you know, the baby on the way. You might be trying to figure out how to hire somebody to help her. The issue is that she's so good with details. We need to find somebody who's really like a stickler for detail stuff. I think we were joking that we found her like second mistake ever like a month ago or something. You know, this Gunpowder Microscriber owns all my other scribing tools at the Grita. Getting really close to the end of the stream. I think I'm going to put up the final draw here in a moment. Incentivizing super chat, like letting donors guess an extra number for every dollar or something like that. That would be an interesting idea. I didn't really think about that one. Generally speaking, anytime we've considered extra perks or stuff like that, we try not to make things pay to play, especially for stuff like the giveaways and stuff. But I think it's worth considering. I don't know if there's any like legal ramifications if that turns it into like a lottery at all. I think it might be fine because you don't need to pay to enter. Pay to win, right? I'll make it pay to win. Yeah, I don't think I would. It'd have to be like one extra entry only or something, but even then, I think the perks have to be not the same as or related to the giveaway itself. 28, 13. Man, there's a lot of stickers on this part here. You gotta do pay to win the draw, just buy the kit, right? On the lottery thing, Magic the Gathering folks on whatnot get away with it being solely pay to enter on the dailies, so I think there'll be like one extra number a night, yeah, something if that barely affecting the odds, but that'd be hard to keep track of, which makes me not want to do it. Just trying to keep track of the draws can be challenging enough as it is. I'm not a fan of any sort of spending incentives would be especially odd for this channel, since this is more just a hangout advertising stream. If you're on streaming more work, right? So I tend not to think they'd want to do that. The only reason I think someone would want to be able to do that is we get people who ask from time to time to be able to claim that something they bought was something they won. I think to try to get it past somebody in the house. Okay, so we got one more draw to do tonight. So let's do a number from 1 to 125, and which for Mercury kit should I build next week after I finish this one? Super Chatter get the choice of choosing a kit for the next giveaway. Buy now option for the price of the kit, right? So 1 to 125, which for Mercury kit should I build next week? Well, remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. See, Fair Act. I did a Fair Act already. For Thorn, I don't have yet. Full Mechanics Aerial. Those should be arriving pretty soon. Zowar, I think I got that one in the backlog. That hard cheese pick. That's the way to do it. Which Mercury kit do you want to build next? That's a good question. I'm not even sure. Part of me wants to keep working my way up from the lower numbers. So I think that would put like the Darbalde next or soon maybe. I know I've skipped over a few at this point, I think. It's working number-wise, but I jumped from 3 to 20. Got too many stickers on this thing. Was a question and number range 1 to 125, and which for Mercury kit should I build next? You haven't gotten into Demi-Barding or Gunvolva yet, right? I don't believe so. But I heard 1 to 100. I'm going to be mad if it's 119 like I always pick. Oh no. I did paint apply every one of those stickers. So I'm trying to do, I think I want to build one of these at some point and paint it. I really like the Aerial SD like aesthetics. I feel like the Aerial's proportions kind of translate well to the chibi format for some reason. FM Aerial, I hope that'll come in soon. I believe in you. Yeah, is that all of them? I think so. And then this goes on here. And it does look pretty good though, even though it's stickers. Legs are already thick, right? And then I'll have to do is a few more stickers and parts, but those will wait for next time, I guess. I'm gonna call time here. Let's see if we've got a winner. Okay, so we got number 30. I think my chat still needs to catch up. Seen a lot of dings and so close, I might have to I don't see a winner. So if that's the case, let's pick another number against that same range we just picked. So next is 33. I do see a 33. New Chow? Kind of funny each time we go longer. So New Chow, looks like you are the winner. Congratulations. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com to claim that prize, the MG Banshee Verka. Congratulations. We will be back, of course, next week. Finish up this SD aerial and build something else. After that, we'll be giving away something else and probably further decreasing those number ranges. See if we can get some prizes won earlier and use some of those backup prizes, which would be cool. Cool if it's a new for new, but Banshee's still nice, right? So yeah, we'll be back next week, same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all for hanging out. Hope you guys had a great evening. I did. I enjoyed myself. This went by super fast. Don't forget, on our way out, hit that subscribe button so you get reminded to stream next week, and also take advantage of our sale this weekend through the 4th of July with code 4TH15 for 15% off select items and free ship at $150 for free standard shipping to continental US addresses for orders over $150. So all that said, I'm going to wrap up here and go to sleep because I'm tired. But see you guys next week.